What is going on, everybody? We're back on it after the 2-week break. Attack on Titan, Season 4, Episode 5. I haven't been this kind of giddy, nervous, anxious for anything that I've been watching probably since, I guess, maybe last season's Attack on Titan, when we finally got towards that basement stuff, and maybe when, I guess, the last season of Game of Thrones was coming around. That's kind of like the anxious levels that I feel right now. Quick heads up, we posted a video last week on the episode 5 preview and kind of what I think this festival is or is going to mean. So if you want to see that video, I should have it link up at the top, or it'll be kind of like in the after credit things you can click on at the end. But we basically discussed and talked about what I think this festival means or what it means for everybody. I think there's one of two options. Either the Tybers are working with Eren and his group, and they're just going to assert dominance across the entire continent. If the two groups are working together, just end the story right now. Because there's nothing that Marley or the other Patriots of Reiner, Peak, Porco, like, there's nothing that any of them can do if Eren's group is working with the Tybers, with what they control. And I think the story would just be over. I don't think that's currently going to happen. I think Eren's group and the Tybers have two different goals and two different objectives. And they're both going to meet at the festival, and Eren's group is going to have to make a decision. I think Eren's group is more of, we're going to Marley, we're going to do what they did to us, but it's more to kind of like get back at Marley. I don't know how deep in Eren is like, I'm going to kill my own people, the Eldians. Like, does he really feel that burning he has in his heart when he talks about, if we kill everybody over there, will we be free? Does he mean everybody, including the Eldians that are completely innocent? Does he mean them as well? Or does he want to take more revenge on Marley and what they did and what they've done? And if Eldians get caught in the way, they get caught in the way. It is what it is. I think that's what Eren's group is more focused on. The Tybers, and whatever the hell Willie's talking about, it sounds like he wants to do an ethnic cleansing and just get rid of all the Eldians on the mainland and have them be the remaining. It's like, what? I don't know what his goal is here. Why does he want to subjugate his own people? Why has he let this go on? Why did the Tybers before him allow, like, they're Eldians just like you? You know? Why you treat your people like that, I don't know. Will we ever get the answers on that? We'll see. But I think they just want to get rid of all the Eldians. Literally eradicate, and then probably what? Go over to the mainland and eradicate all of them, and then what? Have all the Titan shifters, because the Titan shifters will go to unborn, Titans, Eldians. But if they're the only remaining Eldians, then what? Does he want to have all 9 Titan shifting powers in Tiber blood or something like that? I don't know what his goal is, but it sounds like he's hinting at, nudge nudge, oh, everybody, everyone's having an Eldian problem. All right, well, we helped with the last Eldian problem. It's time we do it again. He wants to wipe it out. So I think when Eren's group sees that, like, Eren's group is here for a mission. The Tybers are doing their mission. When they both initiate the plan, but Eren sees what's going on, I think, my hypothesis, Eren, Armin, Mikasa, Levi, Hanji, everybody is going to somehow band together with the Zeeks, the Reiner, the Pork, the PK to save Eldians. And then I think it's going to, we kind of spiral into Eldians versus the world type, like all Eldians. Eldians on Paradis, Eldians on the mainland, all the remaining Titan shifters. It's going to be Eldians versus the world, plus the Tybers. That's what I think will happen. Because if both Eren and them are slaughtering and the Tybers are slaughtering, just end the episode and save us the time. But we will end it there with the discussion. We'll see what happens. I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me, especially on Patreon. I brought this up in the last Hunter x Hunter chapter. It's crazy to see, like, I feel like the anime kind of reaction scene really took off with Dragon Ball Super, and that's when a lot of us started really deep into the animes, including myself. And to see what Patreon has done for people, the people, they've just shot up, from a couple hundred subscribers watching Dragon Ball Super to now they have hundreds of thousands of subscribers with thousands of Patreon members, and seeing what, making a full, like, 4-6 figure living off of, like, anime reactions and Patreon. And it's just mind-blowing to me to see people with hundreds and thousands a Patreon member. So the fact that we just hit over 20, it just blew my mind. I appreciate the support, guys. Whether you're supporting Patreon just to support, you're supporting because you like the content that's on there. Either way, I'm very appreciative of it, and hopefully we can keep that momentum going. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for this episode. And I don't even know if it's specifically going to be this episode, but the next couple episodes here, whenever this festival really climax and kicks off and concludes, a lot of people aren't going to be alive. I don't think any of the kids are safe. I don't think any of the Titan shifters are safe besides Armin, Zeke, Reiner, Eren. I think maybe those are the only 4. I could see all the other Titan shifters dying. I could see all the kids dying. Gabby, all them. I could see all of them dying. She's the one that didn't turn in the other kid for spilling the drink on her. Now, people were telling me there's Eldians in other parts of the world that are also being subjugated. Like, they all kind of have their, like, little internment areas. Or is it just Marley? I don't know if that's true or not. People have been telling me that there is. And they kind of get treated differently depending on... Reiner, please do something. I can't blame Reiner. His mental has just been... Nah, you're going to stay right here. You're going to stay right here. Yeah, Falco's going to stay right here. Yeah. Can't have him running out there and be like... Mr. Reiner doesn't look so good down there. He's talking to his friend Eren? Eren? That's Annie's father. She always talked about. Now, I wonder what that lady talked to Willy about and why they're leaving. They don't want to stay there and hear what this is going to be? Yep, just what Porco said. The Tybers, wow, they're so powerful, yet they're Eldians just like us. Yep, same reason as you. I came to fuck shit up. Reiner, you need to take some deep breaths. Deep breaths, buddy. Deep breaths. Alright, Kakashi, hit me with some history knowledge. Oh, they all killed each other. I thought they went around and did it themselves. I didn't know that. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. And they're separating the shifters as well. I wish I had my Apple Watch on right now. My heart rate's going up. Oh, they ride on her back when they go into war. They're going to do something, and they're going to... I don't know if they want to keep the shifters separated, or they plan to kill the shifters in one go. I don't know, but I don't like this at all. They are. They're going to remove all the shifters and kill all the remaining Eldians, and the shifters aren't going to be there to protect them. I was wondering, how does he plan to do this with those shifters there? Again, we don't know what's truth or not. I don't know if he's lying, but why would he be? He schemed with the Tiber family, and they fabricated a Marley in here. Yeah, like, no human was able to do what he did. Helos didn't do anything. The king moved as many Eldians as he could to the island and closed the gates. He would accept it. He believed the sins of the Eldians were so grave that they could never be atoned. That's really wild to think. That, like, even if King Fritz or whoever, Frida, because he wanted there to be peace in the world. If the King of the Walls won't attack, why do they say Paradise Island is a threat? Because it's not. They could. So I'd be really to see previous kings. If they really marched over there, would the king literally not fight back? I did not think this was going to go like this. But then why did they booby trap the other Titans? We still don't know who the Warhammer is, but I don't think it's him. It'd be too obvious to be him. Tens of millions of colossal Titans. Has served as a shield and spear safeguarding peace. Look at him just on command. Yep, I'm gonna spout this limb back. Yeah, you're gonna at least apologize to Falco. Falco's gonna be ruined for a while, mentally too. But his mind has changed since then, no? And he saw what... Yeah. And he saw it wasn't as he expected. Everybody over there isn't a devil. You can make friends, and they're not as bad. That piano's giving me Tokyo Ghoul vibes, as always. And what is he about to say? More than anyone, I wished the Eldians were wiped out. Nah, he can't kill him. He's got a part to play. What the fuck is he about to do? What? Who are they? Where is this? Are they coming for them? I want you to join me in the fight against the devils of Paradise Island. They're declaring war on the island until I destroy my enemies. Oh shit. Oh my god. What a damn way to end an episode. Right in front of everybody, too. Is that Willy? Oh no. Okay. We don't do endings or previews around here. I only did last week because we had a 2-week break. And people told me it literally was 15 seconds of nothing. Alright, so I'm curious. Lots of questions, clearly. I'm curious why they wanted to do this in the internment Eldian zone area, this big announcement. Why hold the festival there? Why are you doing this for all the Eldians? Is because you want to get their morale up again because, hey, we need bodies, we need numbers to storm the island, come support the war? But maybe there was more to that explanation, I'm curious of what we didn't get an explanation on what the Eldian problem, because that's what was brought up last episode. People were talking about Willy was like, I know we've got an Eldian problem. Everyone's concerned about the Eldian problem. I thought he was talking about the current Eldian problem on their continent. Are we not? Maybe we are, maybe we aren't. Anyway, I don't know if there's going to be is there a plan to do anything with the current Eldians on the mainland? Are we planning to kill them? Lock them up even more? Use them to our advantage like they already do? I don't know. That's kind of been put aside because we didn't get it addressed there. Willy, and because it didn't make sense to me how, because they were saying the human teamed up with the Warhammer and was able to put down all the other Titans, whatever, and the Titans killed each other, or that's what's been told. So now the truth is kind of, maybe that is the truth. Willy said through the Warhammer's memories that it was King Fritz teaming up with the Tiber, the Warhammer, that was able to defeat the other Titan shifters. Now, what do we mean by defeat? Killed them, and that way, they kind of, reincarnated through an unborn Eldian or whatever. Defeated them enough to, gather up all the Eldians you could and escape? What do we mean by defeat? And then how? Again, how did 2 defeat 7? I don't know, especially with what you had in that. Again, we haven't seen the Warhammer in action, so how crazy the Warhammer is, maybe he can go 1v7, I don't know, but you're talking about Colossal, you're talking about Aaron's Attack Titan, you're talking about Armored, you're talking about the fighting capability that Annie's Titan has, you're talking about the maneuverability of Porco and Peak's Titan. So how did and we don't, in the founding Titan power, other than it being a intelligent Titan, what is it that it offers as far as combat skill other than being able to control other mindless Titans? What does it offer as far as if it's like I said, if it's 2v7, what are you offering besides being an intelligent Titan that run, throw, bite, do whatever? Again, I don't know how broken the Warhammer is. Could he go against a Colossal and Armor to fight and attack? I don't know. That's made to be seen. Again, how the 7 were defeated by 2, I don't know. Again, is the truth being fully told there? I would suspect. Why would Willy be lying? I don't know. All this comes full circle. and he admitted, you know, King Fritz never wanted war. This was part of his atonement, was even if you guys were to come over here, he would let it happen. Which is really mind-boggling to me, because we knew, you know, and it's crazy. Like, I don't know if we're ever going to get confirmation on how his will can be so strong that you could be someone like Eren, or, you know, someone like, you know, what's Historia's father's name? Rod, like Rod's brother, and be so like to save the people, and it mean nothing when you get that power. I don't know what it is that's specifically doing that. You know, the will is just that strong. Maybe that's all the explanation we need. But would Frieda, would Rod's brother, would his daughter before, would they really, if Paradis was under attack, all the Titans rolled up, all the powers of the world rolled up on your shores, at your front door, by Willie's explanation, he just would have stepped aside and said, come on in. Kill us, take us out, this is what we deserve. Even when it's... Because we've seen them say, I'm not going to save my people. But nothing's ever been brought to their front door. So I'm curious if they really would act like that. Will we ever find out? We won't. I'm curious how much of... Again, we didn't see anything on Eren acknowledging, you know, I know of the Warhammer and who is it and what it does. He's got to be aware of the Tybers, because, you know, this big festival is happening. Oh, who's leading it? The Tybers. And Eren's like, okay, the Tybers. They're Eldians. They have the Warhammer in their possession. But that might be all the information you need. All you don't know, as far as what they have to push you back on this continent, is the Warhammer. That's it. You've got a good kind of idea of, you know, the technology of what they could use, these Titan weapons and all these type of things. But you didn't know, you know, like, who the Warhammer was and what it really does. Now, what is the... who is leading this capture of the other shifters? Like, when they had Zeke separate from Peak and Porco, did they put him in a hole too? Just somewhere else? Or are they just trying to separate them up? Clearly. But why were they being captured? Clearly, you guys already had a mission in place. You know, Ryan or Zeke, we all were going to go back to Paradis. We're going to get Eren. We're going to get him. Like, they were mentally ready for that. So why does it seem that they're trying to get rid of them? Hold them back? Are they... Well, because we don't know how much more of this plan there is. Maybe, you know, it was going to be, here's our declaration of war. Before we go over there, let's kill all these Eldians first. I don't know. Everything kind of got interrupted there for a little bit. So why were they being captured? And PK had a feel like something's not right here. So are those... Does she recognize that guy? Where does she recognize him from? He said, you know, it was out on the battlefield or whatever. Is that where it was specifically from? Or she knows him from something specific, she just can't put a finger on it? Or... Is that something of Eren's doing? Can we go back and look at that guy? Is that somebody we recognize? That could be, now that I think about it, could it be Eren's doing? Got people, you know, walking around as soldiers. Hey, we need you guys over here. We need you over here. And to make their plan as successful as it's going to be, they need to separate the Titan shifter. I thought it was something that, you know, the Tybers or Willie was doing. Or the commander of the Marleyan forces. He was trying to separate them. Maybe that was somebody... Hold on, can we go back and look at that? Do we recognize who that is? She says she recognized him before. Was it in a vision? Something I don't know about here? Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back. A little bit more. A little bit more. Keep going. Eren letting his limbs sprout back was... Okay, let's see if we reckon him. The warriors and soldiers sent to get them are missing. I thought this was part of their plan. Like, he already knew what was going on. Was he surprised by this? Like, he's like, yeah, go search for them. But then he's like, wait, has it started? Like, so has it begun? So what does he mean by, like, because he seemed kind of surprised slash maybe not. Go back. How far back is this? Was it really this far? When they're walking side by side, was that like a Connie, a somebody we didn't recognize? Okay, let's see here. And if that is Connie, when the hell did he sprout to 6'8"? I'm just trying to see. It could be Jean. Nope, we need to go back a little further because we don't really get much of his face here. No shot. I didn't come to chit-chat with Eldians. I mean, it could be Connie, but damn, you hit a growth spurt. Because he wasn't even taller than Mikasa or anything. Same thing with Armin. If that's Armin or Connie or Jean, now that I'm thinking about it, it could be that. I mean, they're in that deep. You see how deep Eren was. Maybe this could be a Paradis Patriot fighter that's like, alright, we got to separate these. We got Zeke going over here. I'll take these over here. We're going to trap them. But you already had that trap set up. What the hell? I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. Where are you from? I can't tell. He's just tall as shit and has blonde hair, but we've never seen Connie with long hair. His shit's always been Buzz. He could have blonde hair. It doesn't... So it's either... If my hypothesis is correct and this is one of the Paradis... It's either Jean, Connie, or Armin. Unless Armin and Connie hit some crazy-ass growth spurt, I don't think it's them, but this voice sounds nothing like Jean at all. It's like really like a pre-pubescent voice. So it could just be somebody that's fighting for the Patriots that we just haven't seen in a while. It could be that, Floki, is he the real scared one? The coward? I don't remember. It's not Levi. I don't know who it is. Levi's not that tall either. Out west, but I was called here. I didn't come to chit. That's a shame. I kind of fancy your beard. And that's all that gets said of him. That was probably the best shot we had of his face right there. Let's see. That could be. If it has nothing to do with Willie's and the Tybers, then yes, it's something of Eren's group's doing that they're separating the Titans. I'm trying to get a closer look here. Okay. He's got a beard and it looks like he has blonde hair. It could be a fake beard for all we know. I just don't think it's Armin. And I don't think it's Connie. It could be Jean. Could be somebody that's just fighting with us that we don't know. It could be one of Hanju's subordinates or something like that. Right here, that's where we want to be, right here. That's the best shot we get. It really could be Connie. Really could be. Okay. So that's another moment of like, what the hell was that? But I think that's about it. I think that's really all we've got as far as movement here. So instead of just the Marleyans, you know, it's just, you know, we're going to send our ragtag group over there, see what we could do. Now it's the world is going to take over Paradis. All the world forces, it's literally going to be Paradis versus the world. Y'all better figure out a way to get those Titans out of the walls. And then Willie said it was walls full of colossal Titans. How the hell did you get so many? Why are they so big? Like, what did that end up? I don't know, like, maybe Titans mutated as time went on. How did they get so many colossal Titans? Or something resembling the fact. So the world versus Paradis. Eren has transformed on Marleyan soil. His plan will be in full effect for next episode. We'll see what their plan is. This again, I don't know what their plan is. Are they planning to capture? Are they planning to just fuck shit up and leave? Are they planning to end the war here and now before it even gets on their soil? What's the plan here? We don't know. We don't know what the overarching plan here is. Willie looks to be dead. Looks like he's about to just get chomped and tossed to the side. We don't know who the Warhammer is. I'm pretty confident it's not Willie. It would be too obvious. And then who is the one capturing the other Titan shifters? Is that Aaron's doing? Is that Tiber Marlene's doing? And are they going to team up and save the world? You know, Reiner, are y'all coming to save the world? I don't know. I really think it's going to end up that way. But then what do you do with the other Eldians that are on the mainland? It's like, what do you tell your families? Like, you can't flip sides. They're going to kill your family if you do. I don't know. And then kind of the overarching, one of the bigger questions I had from the beginning is, what did that lady come to tell Willie? Why was it off screen? And then why did she leave? Why did she not stay for that? Everybody's there at the whole entire world's there. I mean, not every citizen of the world, but anybody that's important from around the world is there to listen. Why aren't you staying to listen? She's not a Tiber, I don't think, so she wouldn't be the Warhammer and then she's like, oh, okay, I'm going back to safety. I think she's from a completely different continent, clan, country, whatever you want it. Not continent, but country. Why did she not stay? Maybe he already knew what it was going to be about and told her and she left? I don't know. Still a lot of moving pieces there. War has been declared. Paradis versus the world. Aaron has now started his plan. We don't know what the plan is. It's just to fuck shit up, to capture, to end the war here and now. Who's capturing the Titan shifters? Why did that lady leave? Who is the Warhammer? Is everything Willie told us the truth? We'll leave it there. Is there any Titan shifter that's still... Any Titan shifter not named Armin and Aaron that wasn't... We don't know what they did with Zeke. He kind of got called out. Did he get called out really to go stand somewhere, or is he sitting in a hole too? Because if not, all they have is Aaron, Armin versus Warhammer. And then whatever Reiner decides to do. We'll leave it at that. Great episode. Next week should be absolutely crazy then, if what we just had here. But we'll see it when we get there. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, guys. YouTube members, you'll be getting a highlight reaction. Patreon members, you will be getting the full length uninterrupted, which I'll be putting on YouTube the Sunday before next episode. I appreciate it. Like, share, favorite, subscribe as always.